Since I was a kid, I tried to reach the goal of 6 figures a month. It seems that in the last decade, I tried a lot of things, and the 6 figures a month didn't came before I sacrificed these 7 things. So most people think that in order to achieve their goals or achieve 6 figures a month, you need to do a lot, you need to be disciplined, you need to be smart, you need to be all these things. But in order to get there, I found that you need to remove the things out of your life that is blocking you or blocking your success. The thing that's giving you a lot of dead weight, so it's the same thing as an airplane. So the moment when an airplane is too heavy and it has too much weight on it, it can't fly, it can't take off and it can't fly. And I think that I promise you at the end of the video, if you yourself are willing to sacrifice these 7 things, then your life from now on, like right after the video, will never be the same. Your life will never be the same. So let's get into it. The number one thing that I sacrificed is a bad environment. So I had a lot of friends that I grew up with, and it was very fun to be around them. But it seems that the moment when I had goals or aspirations, they didn't like it. It made them feel insecure and all these things. And it seems that every time when we were hanging around, I was trying to convince them to do business together, all these things. But it seems that these people, they don't have the same ambition. And even though they want the same thing, like who doesn't want money, they don't believe it's possible, or they're not willing to put in the effort or the work or the dedication in order to achieve that goal. So it seems that these people, they were literally dead weight around me, right? So the moment when my life started to take off is the moment when I cut these people out my life. And it was a very painful process. It was a hard process. It was an emotional process. And the best way to do it, like if you're at the point that, okay, I want to cut some bad friends out of my life, the best way to do it is in a non-personal way. So you lessen the time that you spend with them, and you just make up excuses like, hey, I don't got much time because I'm working all the time, or I don't got much time because I'm helping my parents out. And every time you have like some kind of excuse that you can't hang out with them anymore, and it's nothing personal. And that's the best way to do it if you want to release or let go of these friends. But let me give you this. There is this law in the universe that everything that you sacrifice to a higher power, everything that you sacrifice to God, will be replaced with something better. So the moment when I let go of all my friends, I felt lonely in the beginning. But after a while, God put new people in my life. So the weird thing is that I had this friend, I don't want to mention names, right? But this friend had a name, and this friend was very bad. Like, he borrowed a lot of money from me, he never gave it back. He always was lying at me, he always was putting me down, making me feel insecure about myself, all these things. Like, and a lot of people around me, like even my wife told me like, hey, this guy is really bad for you and this, and I couldn't see it because that's what, like, I call that blind love, right? So it became so bad that it had such a negative impact on my life on the long term, like literally negative impact, that I decided to cut this friend off. And after cutting this friend off, it was an emotional experience. I even had a dream about it, that this guy is literally not a good influence for me, even though I love him so much. So this guy has been replaced with another guy that has exactly the same name, like the same funness, but this guy's on the path, on his journey, and we have like a great relationship with each other, and it's like the best thing ever. Like, yeah, it's crazy how the world works. And this will also apply for the other 6 that I will mention now. The second one is fear-based decisions. This is a huge one. So when I was young, I always loved to play it safe, right? Love is a great word, but most people, they tend to avoid risk, avoid discomfort. And the moment when I had money, I couldn't invest my money, I couldn't let go in a way, right? Because I was afraid. And this fear is like, oh, you need to hoard, you need to play it safe. It's like a scarcity mindset. And the reason why I can't talk out loud is because it's late out here and I really feel inspired to make this video. So I'm sorry that I need to whisper in a way, but I hope you enjoy it. So to continue the video is that the moment when the 6 figures a month came is the moment when I'm not afraid of money. And this is also called, when you see these celebrities and all this thing, they have like this great aura, right? And this aura is these people, they have so much money, so much influence that at that moment they're super confident, right? And the confidence is the absence of fear. So I felt the fear, of course, like right now you feel the fear, but you still jump. You feel the fear, but you still jump, and you just don't make decisions out of fear. And you don't try to anticipate the future. Till this day, I try to not do that. Don't anticipate the future like, oh, I need money for this, oh, I need money for that. I need, and the way that I achieved the 6 figures was through e-commerce. It was one of the most hardest business that I have ever done in my life. Even though the moment when everything clicks, the moment when you learned all the skills, it becomes very easy. Because the business is hard because you have multiple aspects that you need to master within the business. But if you have everything dialed down, then you can scale very nice and hard. And yeah, it's a front end, back end thing. That's a conversation for another video, right? So in general, try to every time ask yourself the question, this decision that I'm making right now, is it based on fear? Is it based on the worst case scenario or the best case scenario, right? So the moment when you make the decision based on the best case scenario, take it. It will always end up in your favor. You will only become better, learn more. So in a way, like, don't be afraid. This life and the guys right now, like I see a lot of 20-year-olds, they become millionaires overnight. Like it's crazy. Like I even saw a couple days ago, like a guy on Instagram, like 16 years old, and he's doing 300K in revenue. Crazy. And he bought like a luxury watch, like over 6 figures or something. But the thing is that these people, they see life, these people that succeed very easily, they see life like a video game. So for them, it's not a big deal. In a way, like their brain is like, literally, like they see life as a video game, like there's nothing to lose. Like even though you play the game, you die in the game, you just respawn. So you can have the same mindset about life. Stop taking things so seriously, stop and see more life as a game. And this is how you also enjoy the journey more. So number 3, distractions and dopamine loops. Social media, scrolling, TikTok, Snapchat, it's a big time waste. And I've done all these things, and I still sometimes do some Instagram reels. Like right now, I use Instagram for business, obviously, but I deleted the app off my phone, and the only way to get on Instagram is to go to the App Store and find the app, and then through the App Store, I can access Instagram. So all the other apps that I don't create content on, that I don't do anything on, I just deleted them. Like TikTok, I never get a go on it. Snapchat, I think that X in a way it's a bit valuable, but the moment when you start scrolling, like even on Facebook, it takes away your attention. It takes away from your goal. So it doesn't matter what the distraction is, because you have people that I think that people, they indulge in foods or in bad habits, and don't let me talk about those. Zero judgment here, but the best thing that you can do is every time you are distracting yourself with something, you ask yourself the question, is this distraction getting me closer to my goal? That's the number 1 question that you need to ask yourself with any distraction, right? And if you're being honest with yourself, like it's not. And the problem also with scrolling is you don't think that it's such a big deal, but it is, because it feeds your mind, it takes away your focus, your attention span. And not only that, after you're done scrolling, your energy is drained. Like after I finish scrolling, I don't feel like creating a video, I don't feel like working on the business, working on my e-commerce business, I don't feel like coming up with new ideas, and so on and so on. I don't feel like going to the gym. So these things are literally taking away your precious time, and it's just a distraction. Like the return on investment is very low. It's very low leverage, very low return on investment. So in a way, it's ruining your life, because life has so many more nice things to offer than social media. Number 4 is comparison, and this is also social media like Instagram. The thing that drains me the most is the moment when I'm on my path. And let me give an example like fitness, right? Some people, they weigh like 200 kg, right? And they want to lose weight and they want to get shredded to 70 kg. But then you have people that already weigh like 75 kg, right? The only thing that they need to remove is 5 kg in order to reach their goal. You have some people that have strong genetics. You have some people that are just further ahead in life, right? But it doesn't mean that this person is further ahead in life that it's the case, because life is long. Like people live, hopefully people live 70 years old, 80 years old. And I believe that in future, with the technology and with healthy foods and all these things and healthy lifestyles, of course, God is the one who decides when you die. Like tomorrow, I can be dead. But scientifically speaking, I think that people can last longer in the future, since also time flies very fast. I saw something on a podcast, some guy mentioned that because time flies so fast, we can literally become older. And even though people before they lived like 30 years old, the life of 30, 40 years feels exactly the same as someone who's born in this new time and becomes 80 years old. Like time goes double, like it's flying double fast as 50 years ago as an example, right? So comparison drains you. It's an illusion. It just makes you feel insecure, and it's not aligned with the goal. It's not helping you to reach the goal. Some people use it as fuel. If it works for you, like if it inspires you when you see someone above you, then it's fine. But if it drains you or drags you down, then you don't need to see people thrive. If you see people thrive and they are and it makes you triggered or all these things, or it makes you feel insecure, then it doesn't make sense for you to check them, right? So just unfollow them or don't look at them if it doesn't help you. At the end of the day, it's a race against yourself. It's becoming 1% better, the better version of yourself, and this is something that needs to contribute for your happiness. Like your goal needs to contribute for your happiness, and it's not to prove something to anyone or to prove your worth. You're already enough, you're already worthy. And if you want more of the worthiness stuff, the confidence stuff, like I made other videos about that, how you get faith, confidence, and like the biggest thing that helped me really is the number 2, like the fear-based decisions. Remove that out of your life, and only that will like literally skyrocket your life, right? And the antidote to fear, and I have like another video about that, is to stop overthinking, overanalyzing, and just take action, is faith. Like believing in the unseen. And I'm just so passionate about this, like believing in the thing that you can't see. And that's 6 figures or your goals or becoming shredded or all these things, right? So number 5, the problem with comparison, when you see these people that are doing better than you, it triggers a person, or you become jealous or envy. And this is also something that I had to sacrifice. I'm also human. I still get triggered sometimes, and I become aware of that. But sacrifice enviness, it's not helping you. It's not helping you to reach your goal. It's not uplifting you in any way, right? So when people achieve success, there are people that say like, oh, this guy, he did it the bad way, or oh, this guy, he feels better than other people, or he's arrogant, or all these things. So in a way, it's like judging, envious, don't beat yourself up if it happens, but try to release it. Like, try to bless others. So bless other their wins. So the moment when somebody is doing good, try to be happy for them. And this is something that is also a huge thing. The moment when I was happy with other people succeeding and happy with their success, then that's the moment when my success started to come, really. So you attract more success by being happy for others. So number 6, approval addiction. The biggest issue why people don't take action is because they don't want to embarrass themselves, or they don't want to look silly, and the thing is that reaching your goals can be very messy. And it's humbling, like it's a humbling experience, because in the beginning when you start out with nothing, you are trying to close, or you're trying to figure it out, or you're trying to do things that you've never done before. And there is this feeling of embarrassment or shame or exposure, like you feel exposed. And this is exactly how I felt. Like the same thing with YouTube videos and just talking about my own experience, insecurities, all these things. It doesn't feel comfortable. Like most people that just like to talk about how good their life is and how great their life is and how happy they are. This is what people show to the outside world. But being vulnerable and being honest about their setbacks and failures is something that people don't like to share, right? So I'm not saying that you need to share these things. I'm just saying, like, live your life. It doesn't matter what someone else thinks. The only thing that matters is you and your happiness, and you're doing the thing that, like, everybody is a guest in this world. Like, we're all individuals living on this planet as neighbors, brothers and sisters. That's basically it. Like, we're all one, we're all brothers, we're all sisters. And if you look, even if you look like scientifically, we all came from one guy, from Adam. I don't know if you believe that, but eventually, like, if like our grandfathers basically are all brothers and sisters from each other, ironically speaking, right? So, like, and the thing is that even though you are being vulnerable or you're exposing yourself, actually there are maybe some haters, but it always gets compensated with people that will support you in your journey. And people, most of the time, they have respect for it. Like, if you're doing your thing and you're just focusing on yourself and you're not downplaying other people, you're not comparing yourself with others, and you're just doing your own thing, people respect that. Like, people will respect your journey, and you got your own thing going, and they're proud of you, I'm proud of you, so go ahead. Like, it's sacrificing the fear and doing something courageous is a nice thing to do, and this is something that people respect. So we respect the courage that you have to do whatever you want to do, right? So the last one is the attachment to outcomes. This is huge. So the moment when people want to do something, there's always like a means, right? So when people start a business, they want money. When people go to the gym, they want to be in shape. When people eat healthy, they want to be in shape, right? They want to lose weight, as an example, right? But the thing is that this is what most people do, and this is why most people fail. But if you eat healthy, not because you just want to lose weight, but because you actually enjoy healthy foods, you literally enjoy it. Or if you do business and it's not about the money, but it's more about, I want to do something that pushes my limit. I want to do something that is more of me. I want to do something that makes me grow, and all these things. So the moment when you do things without the means, without wanting anything from it, the quality of the doing improves. You being consistent is also improves, so you will be more consistent. You will actually like what you're doing, and you will not be attached to the outcome. And it's the same thing as an example, as a sales guy. If he depends on the sale, people will smell it, right? And he will have a hard time to make a sale. And this is just an example. This is not a sales video or anything, but this is just an example. But the people who are actually enjoying what they're doing, like they are helping people to buy a product that they like, and this guy, the thing that he's selling, is really passionate about the product, and he gets to talk about the product, and not only that, he gets to make money from selling his passion to people, as an example. Like, that's a joy, and then the outcome is like the cherry on the cake, right? So the thing that helped me is, again, removing the attachment of outcome, and removing the neediness behind it, and just doing things because you want to do them. You have free will, you have free choice, and that's why it's important. If you do something and you want to reach your goal, like the 100K month as an example, there are like literally thousands or millions of ways to achieve it. You don't need to wake up at 4 a.m. or like, there are so many ways. But it's not about the money, but it's more about the path that you're taking in order to get the money. And it's about the path, the process, the journey. So the thing that helped me the most also, and this is the biggest thing ever, is faith, as I said in the beginning of the video. So the moment when you have faith, you know that it's gonna happen, you know that it's gonna happen either way, then you are more relaxed, like you're not attached to the outcome. And if the sale doesn't come, or the business is not succeeding, or the views are not happening, or the weight loss is not, you don't see it in the mirror, it doesn't matter, because you have faith. It will happen, that's the thing. And also, yeah, that's it, like faith. And for me, what helps me is not faith in myself. Like people say, oh, you need to believe in yourself. For me, I believe more in higher power. I believe in God giving me the strength, flowing through me, helping me the moment when I need help, allowing the world to spin in my favor, knowing that God has my back. So the thing is that people, the only thing that you actually can control is your actions, right? But what happens after the action is done is up to God. And this is like my whole point. This is why I like to have faith or trust in a higher power and relying on God instead of relying on myself, because who am I? Just a human being. And right now, like, if you see it, like, we're 8 billion humans, woman and man, and that, like, how much power can an individual have? Like, we're just human. We all shit. We all piss, we all eat, drink, we're all weak, vulnerable, we all sleep, we all have insecurities. So in a way, we're all the same. So believing in yourself is fine if it works for you, but for me, it feels that it's very short-lived. But having faith in a higher power, it's long-term, it's more consistent, and it's something that I can believe in every day on a daily basis, even though the outcomes are not how I expected them to be. So the only thing that you have control of is your actions. The external, what happens after you've done the thing, is up to God. Like, if some guy calls you, if some opportunity comes your way, if you get the views, or if a video goes viral, or if you get a sale, or you get referrals from other people, all these things are up to God. You don't have control over that. So I hope this video inspired you, these 7 things. So I'm telling you, like, normally if you apply these things, your life will never be the same. So let me know in the comments what you think. Go check my other videos about mindset. I'm very passionate about mindset in general. So if you enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.